Your intro first.
Hi guys, it's another John Breakdown Nation podcast. I'm your host, John Breakdown, and I'm currently with my co-host, Derek from Derek's Gaming Channel. And today we're actually going to do, for the first time ever, a new segment called the DC Rundown. Derek's done it before, but we're going to be doing this every single week. One day a week that, both of us are going to be doing this. And hopefully one of those days I'll actually be up there. So, go ahead, Derek.
Alright guys, as John said, this is the weekly DC Sports Rundown. Basically all the DC topics, because we got the Washington Nationals, we got the Washington Wizards, Washington Redskins, Washington Capitals, and with the new Redskins Stadium, at Verizon Center, we're going to be having a arena football team, so much more to come. Now I'm interested about that because I haven't seen too many arena football games, but they look pretty cool.
They are.
I know that the ladies have one. It's called like the lingerie thing. It's really weird.
But let's get right into it now. Yesterday, a big thing for the Washington Redskins. They re-signed Junior Galette. Derek, I wanted to get your thoughts on this. They offered him a one-year prove-to-me deal. What's your thoughts on that?
I think it's a very good deal for both parties. And Junior Galette, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, said that his hamstring or ACL, I can't remember, is going to be better than ever. So he has confidence in his body, and he's going to be able to push himself more with that confidence. So he's going to be able to produce more plays. And I think it's overall a great deal for both teams.
I was just on NFL.com. They actually have the Redskins atop the NFC rankings currently.
Yep.
With that deal being done yesterday. Also, they brought in a safety from Denver, and I believe they were in talks with Chris Long, but I think Chris Long has signed somewhere else, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe he.
DC, so we won't talk about that.
Yeah.
I believe you may know this more than I. Did the Wizards win yesterday?
Yes, Wall actually got a triple-double, and apparently it was a history-making triple-double. Let me pull it up and see if I can find it. But my problem with the Wizards is I don't know what's going on with them.
They're up and down, they're up and down, they're up and down, and they're fighting for that 8th spot in the East.
But at this point, do you really want to go against I believe it's Cleveland in first place? I mean, it's kind of like a lose-lose to me. If we lose and we don't make the playoffs, that sucks. If we make the playoffs and go against the Cavaliers, that sucks too.
But you see, everyone thinks the Cavaliers cannot be beat. We have seen teams beat the Cavaliers that everyone thought that the Cavaliers were supposed to, win against. We've seen them get beat by the Jazz. We've seen them get beat by the Pistons. We've seen the Wizards beat them earlier on this year.
That's true. Now, I'm looking at the Southeast Division for the Washington Wizards. They're 7 games back of first team, and that's Miami. But everyone above them, and including themselves, are on a winning streak of at least one or more. Like Atlanta is 6.5 above us, and they're on a 3-game win streak, and we've only put together 2 straight wins. It's going to be an uphill climb for this team, but hopefully they can channel enough mentality and just keep pushing, get past the roadblocks, and be able to clinch that spot. Maybe even a 7th seed if it's still open.
I mean, it's going to be an interesting team to watch to see if the Wizards can climb out of this hole. And this may cost Randy Whitman his job.
Yeah, I believe this will be his last season, which is unfortunate.
He just signed a brand new deal with them, so.
Yeah. Up next, we have the 76ers, a very winnable game, and if we lose, I think that just puts the exclamation mark on no postseason, and there goes Randy Whitman.
Yeah, who's a very good coach, but I think he just wasn't a good fit for Washington.
Yeah, I mean, the last...
From the Wizards and their post-mortem playoff hopes to a team that actually clinched a playoff spot last night against the Hurricanes, our very own Washington Capitals.
Yep, and the fact that we still have, 15, 20 games left in the regular season is ludicrous, to be honest.
I know. We have never seen a Caps team this good and this primed. But here's my fear. Every single year, we make it to the second round, and we face the New York Rangers, and the Rangers beat us. But I think this year, because of our financial lead and team chemistry, I think this is a Caps team that can beat anybody, any given night, any arena.
Yeah. My thing is though, like you pointed out, they're just in the playoffs. You have no idea what team's going to show up. Now this team, I believe, top line to bottom line, incredible. Everyone's clicking. Everyone's doing the hockey basics and just playing, and they're having fun. Ovechkin, Kuznetsov, Backstrom, Oshie, Holtby in the net, Grubauer's backing him up. He's doing a hell of a job. This team, to me,
he just set the franchise record in goals, and now he's eyeing Marty Bordeaux's single season goal record.
Yep, which is incredible. And I think he's a goalie that can do it. Because you look at Henrik Lundqvist, the king from New York, who's always been, especially in the postseason, the bane of our team. I think we have the best goaltender in the league. I really believe that, and we're paying him like he.
MVP honors. I mean, seriously. I mean, if not him, then Skernechkov should. I mean,
Yeah, this team to me is just incredible.
Go ahead.
This team to me is just incredible. I mean, top to bottom, they're scary. We have less games played, and we have more points than most teams on top of their division. So that's good. That's good for us. But let's hope that we can keep this momentum going into the postseason, get to the Cup, and bring it into DC for the first time.
I think that's why they're playing so good, so well, because they are committed to bringing a championship finally to DC. They are tired of this losing culture that they've been for the last 7 years, because they're the only team in the NHL to make the playoffs every single year for the last 7 years and not make it to the Stanley Cup Finals.
And that sucks.
Except for the year 2000, when they actually went and they lost.
Yeah.
So,
and
they're tired of a losing culture, and I think they're all committed to changing that. And I think they finally found the coach to finally lead them over that hump. But there again, Barry Trotz has never made it past the second round of the playoffs.
But
and
the question
to change because he's never had a team like this.
Exactly. That was my point. If he, he's never made it past the second round. But has he had a team that's this damn good, top to bottom? I don't think so.
Hell no. He was the coach of the Nashville Predators. They were never this good.
That's true.
So now.
Yeah, it's just, to me, this is the team that's consistently been on the verge of bringing the Cup or any national title to DC. And I think this year, maybe next year, if they keep the team together, if it's not this year, they can do it. And I think, because you look at the Redskins, they're not there yet. They're making really good moves under the new GM. Wizards, they fell off. Nationals, same thing. Like, they have a great team, but they just don't perform.
Exactly. Now, speaking of the Nationals, everybody last year, you're probably going to hate me for this, and all of our viewers may probably hate me for this, but I don't agree that Bryce Harper should have been the National League MVP. I don't.
It was close.
Go ahead.
It was close. I think he won it just because he made the team overall better, and he made everyone around him better. I can't remember the guy who he was going against, but
I can't remember, but
yeah.
But I think Bryce Harper. Sorry, again, he's. I don't know the guy personally, so I can't really diss him. But the Nationals have built him up just like they built up Steven Strasburg.
Yeah.
Now, Harper has up and down seasons. Okay. Same with Strasburg. But every time they're in the playoffs, like last year, they thought the Nationals were going to easily repeat as division champions and go to the World Series. I was hearing people saying that they're going to win 100 games last year.
Yeah.
What happened? They got upset by the Mets mid-season, and they never got control of the division back.
Yeah, they like when they lost to the Mets that time, they forgot who they were. It's kind of like Iowa this year when Maryland beat them, Iowa completely forgot who the hell they were. And it just
More basketball for Maryland.
yeah, and it's just when you lose to a team that you're supposed to beat consistently, like the Mets beat the Nationals, it kills a team because they should be beating them, but it just wears on you mentally, and it kills them, and that's why they don't perform the way they should.
As we saw with the whole who's the pitcher that tried to choke the hell out of Bryce Harper? Do you remember?
Oh God, what's that clown's name? Papelbon?
Yes,
Jonathan
John
Papelbon?
The Nationals should have never brought that loser into the clubhouse because he's a team destroyer.
Yeah, he's a cancer. He's a team cancer.
Yes, and so they did great bringing Max Scherzer there, but they should have left Papelbon alone. Okay, I get that, you don't trust Drew Storen, who you've now traded, and the Nationals. We'll see what happens. I say they make the playoffs with the wild card. At least I don't see them winning the division.
Same here. And it's sad because they had such
rotation.
Yeah, and it's sad because they had last year they had the best rotation anyone's ever seen, and they wasted it.
Exactly. They blew it up. Let's see here. You brought up the arena football.
I'm very interested to see that.
We don't know the name of it yet, do we?
I haven't read any articles about it. I just know that a team's coming. Now, you hear about Adam LaRoche, the former Nationals second baseman, I believe?
Yes, I've been reading up on this story, and I have to applaud Adam for doing what he did. He put his family first, which any major superstar player should do, because family comes first. And this is going to come back on the White Sox. This is going to hurt them bad because, I mean, seriously.
That's a PR thing.
Okay, you're going to go. You're going to tell me that I can't bring my son to almost every single game, and not have him in the clubhouse almost every single day. That's ludicrous. Because I want my son, who potentially loves baseball just as much as I do, to potentially grow up and play for you guys. Screw you guys. I'm going to retire.
Exactly, and what if his son was better than LaRoche and he knew the White Sox organization?
Exactly.
I mean, that's a stretch, but it's a long-term investment that could help them. Because what if they need a second baseman and LaRoche's son is there and he's better than his dad and he knows everyone, he feels comfortable with the White Sox, and then he goes to them and he helps them out. To me, it's just a bad PR thing. Now I understand their side of the argument, but you got a veteran coming into your team, and the baseball schedule is so long. There's 162 games without the playoffs, and you're gonna tell me he can't bring his son to the ballpark? Come on, I mean, it's ludicrous in my opinion.
But also the White Sox, the manager should have never let this become public. I mean, it should have stayed inside the clubhouse. But good for Adam LaRoche.
Exactly.
And now here's the thing: he's filed the paperwork for retirement, but they haven't sent it to league offices yet because they're trying to mend the fences with him. So we'll see what happens with that.
I mean, if he goes back on his word, and the only way I hope he goes back on his word is if they let his son come to the park. But if he goes back on his word and his son can't go, I'm going to be a little upset because he's gone from his family for so long. Like, I know that his wife is there with them, but you always need that father figure. And, I mean, that's with any sport, any job, anything you do at life. You need a father figure.
Exactly.
But I think this is going to blow up on the White Sox pretty bad. Just because, I mean, it's his son. Let him hang out.
Exactly.
And it's only what, spring training? You're in the Grapefruit League? That doesn't matter. You know LaRoche can play. You know he's a pretty reliable guy. Let his son come out and play with him.
Exactly.
I mean, he's a veteran, and you're gonna do that to him. He walked away from $16 million to be with his family. I applaud him on everything he did. He did everything right, in my opinion.
No change compared to the money he's already made.
Yeah, that's true, but still, he walked away from it.
Yeah, and he's made enough money to where he's content to be like, okay, you know what, I'm done. So,
Yeah, I think.
But also, there's a report that just came out. I was just looking it up on NFL.com that the Redskins are potentially having Dwayne Bowe visit.
Okay. That's
The
interesting.
Redskins yeah.
Interesting move. Also,
And yeah, go ahead.
ladies and gentlemen, UNC Wilmington at the half is beating Duke 43-40. Me and John both called UNC to win this game over Duke because, let's face it, Duke is not done this year. If they get bounced first round, who's going to be surprised?
Nobody. We actually predicted this very, very right. And also tonight, Indiana plays, I believe, Chattanooga. They play Chattanooga. I have Indiana going over. Also, my hometown Cavaliers play Hampton tonight, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, let's talk about that matchup. Do you see it's going to be a comfortable win for Virginia, or do you think it's going to be a little tight?
Tony Bennett will have Malcolm Brogdon and all them guys ready to go, and I think it's going to be a comfortable win because of that defense. And UVA tends to start out sluggishly in the first half, but I think it's going to be a comfortable win. I think they're going to win 77 to maybe 48.
All right, now let's move to the other side of the Beltway for my Terrapins, playing South Dakota State University.
They play tonight also.
Oh no, they play Friday night, or Friday at 4:30.
Yeah, they play tomorrow. Now I have them beating South Dakota State. ESPN and I believe it was Seth Greenberg, the former Virginia Tech coach, who has Maryland losing to South Dakota State.
I mean, if they play like they did against Michigan State, everyone's clicking, they're gonna win easily. If they play like they did against Indiana, and they just come out flat, no one's helping anyone, it's gonna be brutal. Now, I have them going to the Final Four because now a little bit of it is obviously biased because I'm a fan. But if everyone starts clicking, they have the best team top to bottom in the nation. Better than Kansas, better than Kentucky, better than Michigan State. They just have the talent, and plus with the senior leadership of Suleiman and Trimble, or not Trimble, Layman, they can go and they can win the championship in Houston. But there's a lot riding on that if possibility.
Exactly. Now, you're not the only one who has Maryland in the Final Four. I also have them in the Final Four. I actually, if I'm not mistaken, because I know you've misplaced our matchup sheet somewhere because of Marcus. But I actually have Maryland facing Oregon.
Yeah, same here.
And I have UVA facing,
Don't you have Michigan State?
No. I picked UVA to beat Michigan State.
That's right. I had it the other way.
You're the one who broke my heart to say that the Spartans were going to be my hometown Cavaliers. Which, now, I don't know what's with the selection committee not giving Virginia a bone. For the last 3 years, we have seen Virginia, Michigan State. The last 2 years, we've seen UVA versus Michigan State in that bottom bracket, and Michigan State has beat UVA both times. I think this is the year that they break that streak.
Yeah.
Bennett, having faced Mark Izzo twice now, should be easily able to handle them.
Tom Izzo.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just slipped in Mark Turgeon's name there.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, damn it.
No worry, I got you. Now, going back to baseball real quick, we got the Baltimore Orioles. I have no idea what this team's doing.
Neither do I.
Like, they've been real quiet in the off-season. Right now, they're 3-11 bottom in the Grapefruit League, but now, again, that's for those who don't know.
They were 0-9 a couple days ago.
Well, they're 3-11 now, so for those of you who don't know what the Grapefruit League is, it's basically spring training's baseball like season. It's like about 20 games of just practice games. They don't mean a damn thing. but it's just to get the players in shape for opening day. When is opening day, John? It's coming up, right? April 2nd?
Yeah, I'm looking at it here now. It is April 2nd, and I'm excited. I will actually be coming back from a trip that I'm going to be taking after. No, actually, I will be here on the 2nd. But I am going to be taking a trip that weekend, opening day weekend, to go see the Nationals play.
Ooh, so, nice. That'll be fun. I heard their ballpark's pretty damn good. Anything else?
I got cheap sheets, cheap seats, and I'm gonna be taking me and my girl. We're gonna be going. Tickets. She's actually paying for the tickets. So because she's a baseball fan, and I'm a Braves fan. And I don't know if the Nationals are playing the Braves on opening day, but I do not like the Nationals.
Yeah.
But I'm going with her to support her, and plus I'm not going to turn down that experience to try the food and also to potentially do a podcast from that stadium.
Yeah, especially on opening day weekend. That's a hell of a good atmosphere. All right, John. Any more local sports you want to talk about real quick?
Also, guys, if you get a chance. WWE SmackDown will be coming to the Verizon Center, I think, in the next 4 weeks as the road to WrestleMania continues.
There you go.
It will also be in Richmond, Virginia. I wanted to talk about the Redskins' new stadium real quick.
With the moat.
If you guys haven't heard that Derek mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, it's... How many... How big is it supposed to be? Yeah.
So, but all right, Derek, I'm actually going to, so let's conclude this.
All right, sounds good. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Derek, the co-host of John's Breakdown Podcast, doing the DC Sports Rundown. For John's channel, it's John Atkins on YouTube and John Breakdown Nation on Facebook. My YouTube is Derek's Gaming Channel, and my Facebook is Joe Schmo93, JOESMO93. All right, ladies and gentlemen, peace out. Catch you on the next one.
See you later.